Hello, David Smith here with a flipped classroom lesson. Today's topic is algebraic notation. Notation involves how we communicate about math. You will need to do two things. You will be able to read notation and understand what it tells you and be able to write that in algebraic symbols. Algebraic notation. Okay, so notation is how we simplify things. We want to express our algebraic statements as simply as possible. So if I write something like this, x plus x, we can combine those. This is really two x's. So I can just write 2x. Okay? That's much more simple than x plus x. So what I'd like you to do is try this one. Pause the video, write an answer. Okay, let's see how you did. This is real similar. I got 4 of them this time. So this is 4x. Now these expressions will get a little bit more complicated. Let's try a different one. How about c plus c plus c minus d times 7? Okay? So we can't come up with just one term in this case, because I have a chunk of c's here, and you know what that's going to be. That's going to give us 3c. Now, multiplication has to stay together before you can do addition or subtraction. That's the order of operations. So this becomes d times 7, but we leave the times out, so we would just do 3c minus 7d. And we have a convention. When we have composite terms with a number and a letter, the number always comes first. It's called the coefficient, followed by the letter. Okay? Let me give you one of these to try. Okay, try that one. Pause the video. Okay, great. Let's see how you did. P times 9 is just 9p plus, I've got 2 h's, so it's just plus 2h. Great. Okay, let me try a different one here. Let's try 3 times p times p times p. Notice how instead of using the x for multiplication, I use the dot. That's another way that we express multiplication. So basically, I can just get rid of those dots because we can write 3. Now you know p times p times p, that's 3, so that becomes p cubed. What the cubed mean is this thing times itself 3 times, which is what we have here, p times p times p. So this resolves to that. Let me give you one to try. This is 5 times z times y plus 7. Pause the video, see how you do. Okay, let's check this out. 5 times z. I can't multiply these together, so I'm just going to have 5z. Now I've got 2 of them, so that's z squared. Now I've still got multiplication, so I'm just going to throw that y right on there. And then my 7, I don't have anything I can do with that. I can't add it to this term, so I just have to go plus 7. Okay? Let's try one more. I'm going to what we're going to do is we're going to try going the other way. Okay, so how about if I were to write 6x squared plus 2p, how would I go backwards and write like one of these things where we started these problems? Well, it's pretty simple. This is 6 times x plus 2 times p. Okay? We don't usually do this in algebra, but you will see that a little bit in tonight's homework. Okay, I'd like to throw in a little review for order of operations, and then we'll do a couple more problems. You guys probably remember PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S. That stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Oh yeah, I was taught how to remember this was, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If that works for you, great. If you need another way to memorize it, do that, because you do need to have this memorized. Okay? So this helps us evaluate a more complex expression such as this one. 4 times x plus y, parentheses, minus 2 times y. Okay? So using this, I do my parentheses first. So that means I got to do everything inside of here before I can even think about combining it with that. Okay? So from before, we know this is just going to be 4x squared plus y. So this becomes 4x squared plus y. I'll bring my next term down. 2 times y is just 2y. Okay, so now if I look at my PEMDAS here, I don't have any more parentheses, so I'm done with that. Do I have any exponents that I can do things with? Well, I do have an exponent here, but there's nothing I can do. It's just x squared. There's no other x squareds. I can't square x because I don't know what x is, so I'm done with my exponents. Multiplication. There's nothing here that's being multiplied that I can combine. There's no distributive property, none of that kind of stuff. So I'm done with multiplication. Division, same thing. There's no division. Addition. So now I can do addition. I can look for like terms and see what I've got. So 4x squared, don't have any other 4x squareds or x squareds, but I do have a y here and a minus 2y. So this is positive 1y, this is minus 2y. That's going to give me 4x squared minus y. And just in case you're wondering, there is a 1 there. This is 1y, but by convention, we drop the 1. If you leave the 1 on there, I'm not going to ding you points, but it's unnecessary. You really don't need that. Okay, here's one for you to try. We're going to do parentheses 2 times z plus 7, parentheses, plus z times 3, where am I? Minus 5. So pause the video, give that a shot, see what you get. Okay, let's see how you did. 2 times z plus 7. Like I'm looking at this one parenthesis, I can't bring anything over yet, I have to simplify this, that's the p. So I've got 2z plus 7. Bring my plus down, now do this parenthesis, this is 3 times z, so now I have 3z minus 5. So I did my parentheses, no exponents, there's no multiplication or division here, so now we're at addition and subtraction. So let's look at my addition. I have 2z's and 3z's. This gives me 5z plus, I have a positive 7 and a minus 5, so it's plus 2. Bingo. Thank you very much for watching.